And we are back. This is Dark Side of the Kingdom, episode number 2. This is Dean.
This is Billy Lee.
Billy Lee, welcome.
Hello.
New host. No.
It's Percy. What up?
Percy, how's it going, brother?
Not too bad. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. Better, I guess. This show got pushed back a day or so. I'll lift the veil a little bit.
Dean's feeling a little sick.
A little bit under the weather. We are going dry this episode. No booze. I'm going for orange juice.
And no booze here either.
Gonna clear up the phlegm a little bit. Yeah, so we're gonna try to keep up, keep the fun, keep the tomfoolery up a little bit. But yeah, good week. Lots of good stuff coming out. Lots of good news we're gonna touch on.
A lot of cool news, crazy news coming out too.
Yeah.
So which we'll definitely get in touch with that later on in the episode. But
hot news.
Yeah. As usual,
Yes.
Dean, what have you been playing, son?
Yeah, I'll kick it off this week. I kind of championed it a little bit last week, kind of preaching on new original experiences, low price points. Mm-hmm. I saw Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Ooh. Standalone DLC pack for Xbox Live and PSN. Mm-hmm. PSN got the day one exclusive. They got the day one. I saw it hit live. I went to go download it, but I had to wait the extra day. It came out May 1st. Oh. But first person. I guess we'll just kind of dive into the narrative a little bit. You are Sergeant Rex Power. Colt.
There you go.
American cybernetic soldier, and basically, futuristic. It's like 2000. It's like a Fox reality. It's definitely not real.
Alternate universe. You have a sidekick that you're kind of like going to this island, Spider. Mm-hmm. Jive talking sidekick. Really cool. It's very John Carpenter-esque in the music delivery, atmosphere. Lots of neon, a lot of synths in the tracks, and just kind of like over the top references. And you kind of go to this island. You're searching out. I believe it's Colonel Sloan. Sloan's a very popular villain name nowadays. Going back to Bioshock Infinite. But yeah, just very fun. Just quick DL downloadable title. Jump in, first person shooter experience. Sick.
Pretty standard fare. I mean, it's like you start. There's like the initial chopper scene where you come through. It introduces you to the tone of the game.
Oh yeah, a lot of playback to. I mean, a lot of throwback to like every movie ever. Like any.
Chopper scene.
Yeah. This is sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no, go ahead.
This game, like if you were a kid that grew up in the 80s or early 90s, you'll get references to it, like every action movie ever, and it is so good.
Yeah, and I was telling Percy too. Like this soundtrack just totally stole my heart. Like I love it. Like I said, huge John Carpenter fan, and like I feel like in my mind, Rex Power Colt is kind of a Kurt Russell a little bit. It could be very similar, like those tropes. And kind of like a modern day parallel, I would almost want to say that this kind of like out Duke Nukem's Duke Nukem kind of.
Oh,
it's like the modern take of it. It's very kind of classy. It has all the one-liners. Your sidekick has very kind of stereotypical one-liners, but it kind of works. It works in this universe.
Oh, it works very well. I mean, I love that they got Michael Biehn to play the Rex Colt.
Yeah. Some talent.
Oh, fuck yeah! It was so badass. Just hearing him you can tell he's like overacting the lines and everything. I mean, this fucker can act, but it's fun to see him have fun. I mean, you can tell he's having fun doing the role and doing all these stupid one-liners and shit.
You click in the left thumbstick, your finger comes up and stuff. But yeah, pretty fun. So this is kind of like a expansion or a spiritual successor to Far Cry 3, kind of. The engine's the same, basically, is kind of where it begins and ends.
Yeah.
Because I didn't play Far Cry 3. You played Far Cry 3?
I played a little bit of it, and I honestly don't think it has anything at all to do with Far Cry 3.
Takes place, with kids. I mean, shit, like... Now, you said you weren't quite a fan of Far Cry 2.
Oh, no.
I didn't play 3, but it felt like mechanically it was kind of the same. Was like what didn't you like? Was it kind of like the narrative, or kind of just like?
I think it was it didn't grab me, so that's why I didn't get it. But everyone told me to buy Far Cry 3, so I ended up picking it up and was digging what I played. But I think some other games came in the way, so I started playing them. So
cool. Yeah. Since I was kind of sick, I didn't get to. I got about 2 or 3 hours into the experience. Really enjoyed it, and it's pretty hard so far. It seems like it's like a lot of challenges. I'm dying a lot.
Yeah. There's some definite challenge to it, but
I don't mind because it is a shorter experience. So hopefully that kind of artificially extends life a little bit. Did you get pretty far? Did you finish? Or?
I didn't finish it. I think I'm on mission 3 or 4. I'm super early into it, but again, I like to explore everything. So I'm like doing different ways to kill people and stuff like that.
I love the idea of this game. I was like, you know what, it's cheap buy-in. Had to jump in. Going back to the references real quick, like a quick little minor spoiler I saw on Kotaku. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see the video of the
Turtles side mission. There's actually like once you beat like a few levels, you can go to one of the terminals and a rescue mission, and you actually go to the sewers and you have to like kill 4 different turtles.
That's hilarious.
And it's actually pretty funny.
Oh,
and,
awesome. Oh yeah, by the way, there are monsters on this island, so and humongous creatures. So it's
going back into the game. You are a cybernetic soldier fighting off a army of soldiers, but in the midst of the battle, there are these blood dragons roaming the island.
Blood dragons. Literally has blood dragons in it.
Yeah, and it very self-aware, very just like fuck it, we are what we are. This game is just kind of is what it is, and it's kind of cool. So you have to like kind of sneak into stealth mode, and then if you get make too much noise, the dragons will attack you. One of the game mechanics is once you kill a cybernetic soldier, you can rip out their hearts, and then you can actually throw these hearts and direct these dragons. So it works into the mechanics of the gameplay itself. Speaking of mechanics, was there anything that was there anything that you didn't like about the game, or is it just kind of?
Maybe it's a little too early on to tell, but I mean, so far I'm still digging everything, every aspect of it. I'm
totally in love with this game. I think just if anything, if I had to be picky, a cranky old gamer, I think this was more just me. Like I don't know, just some of the controls. I don't know. You get so used to like standard FPS. Feature set.
Call of Duty controls.
Call of Duty, Halo. I don't know how many times you've accidentally thrown a grenade in this game, but I've done that a lot. It's very me. It's very thing. I've done that, and I've accidentally used the health pack more than this instant.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to. It's like fuck. I wanted to save that. But those are things you get over with. But dude, great experience. Selling, amazing. I just checking out some early reports. It's exceeding Ubisoft's expectations. And according, they're going to look for, they're potentially talking sequels. So.
Oh fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so.
That's gonna be awesome. I mean, like I said, if you grew up in the '80s, or you're born in early '80s, you'll know everything for this, and you'll probably fucking love this game. That's why I think it's getting so much praise too. Is that it calls back to our childhood and us growing up to these action movies, and I mean. Honestly, if you go back and look at these movies now, they're fucking terrible. But they're so bad, they're awesome. So if you haven't grown up in the '80s or you don't know these movies or references, I advise watching them anyway because they're fucking awesome.
They are, and there's a certain nostalgia element to these, and the ratio of films that actually hold up are pretty low. But if you go back and watch, a lot of them don't. But yeah, man. Now, Blood Dragon. Do you think this could have successfully launched as a full retail type game experience? Did it need to be longer? Does there need to be multiplayer?
That's hard to tell right now. But now that I think what they did was perfect because
absolutely,
a DLC, just even though it has nothing to do with Far Cry 3 at all, I think it was a good choice to have them throw as a DLC because now that people are interested and they're fucking loving the game, obviously by sales, this could, like you said, could spawn some sequels and even maybe a full retail game, which I'm sure people would definitely buy that. So
I think so because I think this might be a testament too that maybe not every game needs like multiplayer because I mean I think that's where a lot of the development costs go to because a lot of the comments I've seen were like, oh man, like this world would be so great with like, oh they should have did a full retail game with multiplayer with this that, but I mean that game probably wouldn't who knows, it wouldn't take an extra year to come out or who knows.
Very true. But also it also helps that it definitely doesn't run the typical game now, I guess, brown, gray.
Oh yeah,
this game is full of color, like everything. Like Dean was saying, it's like neon pinks, blues. It has like stereotypical laser sounds for
blood red skies. Apparently there's like sewer systems that I'm very excited to go check out. Lots of fun little side missions. Does it get kind of repetitive at all a little bit? Because it seems like some of the missions are kind of getting samey.
Isn't that like every FPS really?
Commentary, just a question, just a hypothetical.
It's a typical.
I don't mind. I think for the price point, I would love to see more original content like this. I mean, just be like, hey, water cooler talk, man. Did you play Blood Dragon? Yeah, let's talk about these little bullet points, hit it, short experience.
Fuck yeah, I mean, but stuff, what's funny is like you said, this game is super self-aware. So I mean, obviously, if they're gonna be like, if they'll do like your stereotypical mission, they're gonna let you know that you're doing a stereotypical mission. Especially like in the beginning, like you're doing tutorials.
Oh yeah,
like
God, it's the worst tutorial.
They give you a tutorial mode, and it goes on forever. It seems like, and even the character in the game, your main character Rex, he's just like, what the fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he feels the pain. Obviously, these guys are just poking fun. And it's, like I said, it's very self-aware. So, they're just having fun with the game. And, you get to fight these stereotypical 80s bad guys. They don't even look like, they don't look scary or anything at all. They're just like dudes with like bike helmets.
Like very Tron looking, kind of like jumpsuit, kind of very like neon. Awesome stuff. And
I mean, so, like I said, the game's self-aware, so they know what the fuck's going on. I mean, they want you to have fun, and that's what seems to be going on with everybody.
Yeah, so I can't recommend this game highly enough. Cheap buy-in, great experience.
That's $15.
Yeah.
How many points is that? Whatever the fuck it is.
Points, bro.
How many rupees is that?
I'm not a big fan of the Microsoft point system. It's like 1,400 points. You can't buy, like, that's what drives me crazy. Just, I want to buy the game, let me buy the game. I had to buy, like, I could either buy the 1,600 point pack for $20.
So 1,600 points equals $20?
No, it was 1,200. So,
oh.
so I had to buy a 10 pack and a 5 pack.
Oh.
So,
I just bought it for $15.
Yeah, right.
On the PSN.
I don't mind, bro. I actually, if you want to get down to it, I think the Microsoft point system is a very noble model. It's a very,
Maybe this could be.
It drives me nuts, man.
We could probably get into something this later, but yeah.
So yeah, that's it for me. I didn't get into too much. Yeah, quickest. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you play Mousetrap at all when you were a kid?
No.
The board game Mousetrap.
No, I did not.
I did live action Mousetrap the last couple of days.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I kind of lift the veil a little bit. There was a mouse in Alta podcast studios.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah, just kind of, I don't know if I should throw that out there or not. But
yeah, thanks for throwing. I'm going to get my bag off the
it,
ground here.
No, the threat has been neutralized. Set up a...
was it a mouse or a rat?
It was a mouse.
Okay.
It was a very mouse. I saw it kind of corner of my eye, and we had a little moment. And then I armed up, manned up, yeah, and set a labyrinth of death traps. And
oh, that's nice.
Threat neutralized.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a moment before you executed him.
It was a moment. It was a moment. I had the flashlight. Cause I caught him out of the corner of my eye. Put the flashlight on him. A little pro tip: if you put a light on them, they will freeze. And then so I walked up. I got pretty close. He looked in his eyes. I was like, he's just collecting food. He's just getting food. It's dark. It was a dark turn. This is what happens when you don't get boost.
Okay, so Dean played a killer in Far Cry, and then he played a killer in real life to a rodent of some sort.
Rodent shit all over my room, man. I gotta get. Choice had to be made.
All good. Okay.
What did you
play? Now back to me. Obviously, I was playing some Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Yes.
Awesome again. And I did finally get a chance to play Tomb Raider, which I mentioned before. I downloaded last week and finally got to play.
Nice.
And wow, it's a gorgeous game.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty surprised on how well it looks.
Yeah. If you are a fan on the Facebook page, you would have got a glimpse of the screen cap.
Oh yeah, I was playing late Saturday night. Or
It looked awesome, man. It looks very cinematic game.
Oh my god, yeah, it's great. Love it.
Go ahead.
So far, I mean, the action's pretty intense, and I haven't gotten super far, obviously, but everything seems awesome. I mean, the way they just kind of throw you into the game, and this reboot, and Laura seems, actually pretty vulnerable to her surroundings. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's Reboot, so it's a younger Laura, and it seems like this is going to be just how she comes to be the prolific Laura that we all know now. So
the teen years.
Yeah, the amateur years. But I mean, she still knows her shit, but she's not out raiding tombs yet. So, but the gameplay is pretty awesome, pretty solid. Obviously, there's a lot of comparison to Uncharted series on, from PlayStation. But I can't wait to see how far this goes. So, like I said, I'm super early on in the game, so there's not too much to tell at the moment. But the gameplay is awesome. It looks great.
How does the story set up? You are a teen Laura. Like, how does she find herself in the midst of peril?
Well,
she's
with a team, and they're off to some place, and they're in a ship, and it crashes, and she washes up ashore, and she's trying to find her way. In the midst, she gets taken by some hostages, and he takes hostage. She's been taken hostage. Oh my god, I've been drinking booze. She gets taken hostage, and gets tied up, and she has to break her way loose. In the process, she hurts herself by getting impaled, and she's pretty much, I don't know how she's surviving, but bleeding throughout the whole time that I've been playing so far. So, but you do get loose and you get caught again, and blah blah blah. But so far the game's awesome. The action's great. The acting's really good. Voice acting's awesome.
One of the things I appreciated, I don't know if it's throughout the whole game, but there's no HUD. There's no on-screen indicators. It's less is more, dead space kind of thing going on.
Kind of. Okay. I mean, once you actually, it is pretty blank until you aim or you do something.
Okay.
You actually press something. Then HUD will come up.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, it is pretty cool just to see, everything. I'll be good to tell from that shot I took from Saturday, but.
Yeah. Now, mechanics, is it is there a lot of 3D platforming, puzzling stuff? A little more action-heavy stuff?
It's so far it seems to be spread evenly. I mean, there's not. like if you guys played Uncharted, it seemed action.
Shoot.
Yeah. I mean, there were constant shooting battles, but this one seems like you're more exploration and running around, and then then you'll have the fights. But it's not enough that it kind of gets annoying. It's just spread out perfectly, where it's just like you're having fun exploring, and then you're like, oh, no action. So I mean, it's not. The pacing is really well. I like it. Actually, I like the pacing in this better than Uncharted.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, unfortunately, missed out on the Uncharted. Looking to get back to those. The trilogy, that was like originally that was billed as Tomb Raider with the dude. So kind of just kind of going full circle. So it was like,
oh, yeah, they're coming back. I can you can tell that they've taken some stuff from Uncharted and brought it back in.
Yeah,
so which is cool because it's making
game recognized game.
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
The game it's really great.
Voice acting good. It seems like there's high quality across the board.
Yeah, so
production
far it seems
stuff.
pretty awesome, man.
Okay.
And what else have I been playing? I just bought from on the 3DS my humongous fat 3DS now.
Nice.
VVVVVV. That's the game.
Is that the accurate number of V's?
Yeah, I have counted out my fingers and toes, and it's 6, and nice. I do have 3 fingers and 3 toes.
I saw this game on the store.
Good.
Didn't make the plunge.
No?
I was looking at it.
Yeah, you know what? I've heard about it. This game was really popular last year, actually, and I've just heard so many things about it. I was actually playing Guacamelee. Guacamelee, there was a throwback to the main character in VVVVVV.
Oh, wow.
And so, it kind of got my brain going. I'm like, if I just check this game out, and ended up buying it, and it's a really, really awesome platformer. There's only one button, jump.
Okay.
And
there's a gravity mechanic or something?
Yeah, you either on the ground or on the ceiling. So it's a cool mechanic that definitely plays out and to helping out with different puzzles and everything. And the point of the game is you're a captain, and your ship goes down. You're in space, and your crew is scattered all over this new place, and you have to find each and every one.
Yeah.
And the way it's spread out is it's pretty much Metroidvania style. So even on the dual screen, you got your map set out so you know where you're going. Just like Metroidvania.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's super simplistic. I mean, the characters, there's nothing to them. I mean,
yeah, it's very Atari-esque.
Yeah, it's very Atari-esque. They look pretty stick figure-y.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have smiley faces.
Yeah.
And sad faces. But
3DS shop's pretty jam-packed with some stuff.
Oh yeah. But if you're into indies and you're into platforming, I advise picking up. And if you have a 3DS.
Okay. Now, did you keep your original 3DS? Do you still have it, or did you get the XL?
I got my XL.
Hand me down. Did you get the hand me down to I've been thinking about making the jump.
I advise.
I might. You did the hand stress test in the extended play for sure. You could XL for sure.
Yeah, I was playing VVVV for a couple hours straight, and my hands didn't cramp up, and they felt nice. So I advise taking the plunge. Just for my old one, I still have it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, usually in the past, I wouldn't have a problem trading them in, but the first run was pretty sexy. They did a good job designing it, so it's kind of, if you're a collector, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Kind of
whatever.
Thinking the same thing. God damn it. Sorry to get rid of this.
Especially got the personalized one. Now, 3D effects, is there a huge jump, better, worse?
It doesn't really play a huge factor. I mean, it's just like stars going around in the background, Okay. So I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, there's subtle. The 3D looks good, but I mean, it's pretty subtle in the game, so it's nothing crazy. No knives flying in your face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I haven't really downloaded it. The last game I downloaded on 3DS shop. Can't remember. It's been a while.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mighty Switch Force was an older platformer.
Oh, that was fun. That game was fun. That game was fun too.
Awesome. They actually came out with some cool art style, cool voice acting and stuff. Very cool art. If you haven't figured it out yet, we're big fans of art direction in games, hand-drawn sprites and stuff,
and platforming,
and retro stuff. So that will pretty much. Excuse me. Dredge my way through the first.
You got a cold?
Dredge my way through the first segment here. So, what you been playing? We hit it. I feel pretty good about that.
Not too shabby, and actually playing a lot of Street Fighter. I got to prepare for Evo. So,
Evo coming up.
Yes. If you guys don't know, Evo is a Street Fighter tournament that takes place here in Las Vegas. So, we'll touch more on that in probably a later episode. Yeah. If you don't already know what Evo is,
if you don't know, you should know. And you probably will know. So,
you will know
soon. Actually, I need to learn a little bit more about that. I've been kind of getting back into the fighting scene a little bit more, standing on the wayside a little bit. I enjoy, I have my choice games I play. Street Fighters, have to step up the skills a little bit there.
Yes, Street Fighter.
So
my
yeah,
fave.
so cool, man. So we'll be back on the side of this break with a really juicy segment. It'll be good, so stay tuned.
Juicy.
And we are back. Dark Side of the Kingdom. Thank you guys for tuning in this week. This week's topic, we have kind of a, grander, big idea type question we're going to be tackling this week.
A little mix of topics.
Cool. Big ideas. Digital media. Physical media.
There we go.
Physical media is dying. Digital media arising.
On the rise.
Arising from the dead carcass of physical media. The hollowed shell of the N64 cartridge is now decomposing in the backyard.
Perfect.
Let's just talk about it. Going into the future, going into, space conscious type environments, homes. Horrible.
Okay.
Digital media is coming. Should we fear it?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, well, I guess for collectors as...
The hobbyist, the collector.
Yes, the collectors...
Where do they stand?
I am... that includes me and probably Dean over here.
Yeah.
We like to collect the games and, our older systems. We don't like to throw things away. Or try not to anyway.
Keep it analog.
So, as for us, it's probably bad and sad just because we won't have something to hold anymore. Nothing we go to bed with.
Yeah.
Put under a pillow.
Just like that.
Something to read in the bathroom, really.
Something cool to put on your shelf. Just getting that. You open up the cellophane, that new plasticky smell.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
Have you all gone?
We're artists. The instruction booklet. I mean, the death of the instruction booklet.
That's true. But you know what? That doesn't really matter because, I mean, the instruction booklets as of late, they're always in black and white. They don't have color, and there's nothing.
You have the digital download code. You could check out the PDF on the website, and then it's got a little black and white cardstock.
Well, unless you have a Vita, then it's with with the cartridge or with the download, and it does have nice color pages.
Now, pros and cons. Potentially, it should be cheaper than physical, but in some cases it is. Some cases it isn't. Nintendo 3DS shop. Day one release, you'll get Mario 2 for like $39.99 is the same day as the physical. It seems like it's different on PlayStation Network. There's a little bit of price difference there.
Yeah, let's go back to the 3DS. I mean, like their shop, they're pretty much notorious for not giving you sales at all.
Yeah.
If ever. I mean, they're very rare. So it's kind of a hard sell for something unless people really want it. As for like the PlayStation Network or Xbox, older titles, they've actually been getting really good about it or dropping a lot less. But like the big hitters like Gears of War, Halo are still full price. Day one release games are full price, $59.99, and it's just it's interesting to think about. Maybe there should be a little bit of a little bit of incentive to kind of go down there. That impulse buy thing a little bit. Agreed.
Because I mean, it's nice having one of the of course one of the other benefits of having like a physical disc or anything is just down the line, trade in friends. You can let a friend borrow it. You can trade it. You don't like it, you can play it. It kind of goes away with like the digital stuff. Could be scary, could be not.
Yeah, I totally forgot about letting people borrow your video games. I mean, that's gonna be coming to an end very soon. So it's probably sucks for us, but publishers will be happy, and people making the game, they'll be happy with it. But I mean, honestly, this could solve a lot of things too, especially with like DLC stuff, especially on disc DLC. So if everything just goes out digital, you have nothing to fucking complain about.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily, but I mean, not at least on this DLC, it'll be out of the question now, because there won't be a disc for it to fucking put it on.
More packets of data that you could buy for exponential amounts of money. Just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But going back to the collection thing a little bit, when you get like say your 3DS or I don't know, Xbox Live, for example, I have about like 50 or 60 games, for the course of years of owning the system.
Yeah.
It's you get kind of lost in it. You spend half the time just siphoning through all these games, like these digital artwork and stuff. I don't know.
you know, it's easier if you have it on your shelf to kind of look at it, pick it up. There's more of an organic experience there, finding stuff a little bit. Maybe is that just me?
It might just be
my little hot in this. Stars.
No. I mean, I feel you though. I mean, it's actually it's really fun to have all the stuff here, and you can see and touch and grab it and like flip through pages of things. So I mean, it just feels good to hold in your hand. But again, this is old school style stuff. I mean, this is we're aging gamers, so this is what we're used to. It's like,
I will say, the older you get, you do move, and when you have to move your collection of stuff, you really start thinking about like, man, do I need a lot of this shit? Like you're moving like cases of DVDs, like I don't know, not really like on topic, but I still have all my DVDs and I keep them display them. But
no.
Dying medium.
I could say this with the topic. I mean, because we'll say DVDs, whatever. I see DVDs, well, fuck, I'm never gonna watch this fucker again. I'll throw it away, toss it, give it to someone, whatever. But I see a game or even just a cartridge or whatever. I'm like, I can't throw this out. I gotta keep it. So I still have all my games and everything. So I will like never throw those away or sell them. I don't think.
I have like the DVDs I do have. They're very sentimental. They mean a lot to me. And then specifically so with DVDs, like I love the bonus feature stuff. So I mean a lot of that stuff they really kind of ream me on because like you get rid of all these DVDs and like, you buy the Blu-rays and then even if you were to get the Blu-ray, like a lot of the features aren't the same.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like it's missing things. It's like, oh, you got to rebuy all this other shit. It's just like, you know how I'm not a big fan. People trying to trick you into selling your stuff. Keep your stuff. If you buy it, you own it. Enjoy it. Enjoy your property. You earned it. You spent hard-earned cash on it. Don't let these fucking companies trick you into rebuying stuff in a new format later. So
there you go. That also goes for music. Be careful. All right.
Going back to games specifically. Now, do you buy full retail games digitally? Have you made that jump yet? Are you mostly like arcade, more like bite-sized games?
It depends, really. Tomb Raider was on sale when I bought it.
Okay. So you bought the digital?
Yeah, I bought the digital. I think that's actually my real first all-digital purchase, I think, for a full-length game.
Okay. What was like the sale price on that? Was it like a tier, like $39.99? It's been out for a while.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's on sale for $39.99 right now. But I bought it for $29.99, and it came with the bundle of like extra outfits for Laura in the game and stuff.
Essentials.
It came with all this other shit. So new levels for multiplayer maps and so just a bunch of just a bundle pack of other shit.
So like a hypothetical Game of the Year edition.
Yeah,
kind of.
And it also came out with another game too. Conundrum. I can't even remember whatever, but that game came out last year too. We'll talk about that eventually later on, but that came with the purchase as well. So it's like 2 games for $29.99 with the bundle and all the shit. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna pass this up. So, and I've been looking forward to Tomb Raider as well. So fuck it. So I bought it up and enjoying it.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Because I mean, I've mostly bought like arcade titles. There's just something about if you're getting up to that price tier, $59.99. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable buying ones and zeros and that. I like to have a hard copy of something.
Yeah.
I think the most I've spent maybe like $19.99. I think I bought like an old some Xbox game on sale. Might have been drawing blanks here. I don't remember.
Xbox? You say $19.99?
360. It was like $19.99. It was the year wasn't $19.99. Oh.
I was like, well,
I hooked up my Sega Dreamcast, hooked up into my 56K modem. Got the Phantasy Star online bonus pack. Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, where do you see DLC going, or downloadable digital games? Is it
well, let me say that. I mean, physical media is dying, and it's gonna be dead within the next couple of years.
I've been hearing it for a while. I don't know.
I think it's gonna. I mean,
eventually
it has to. I mean, there's nowhere they can go. I mean, like these PC gamers. I mean, they're not really buying. They're buying stuff off of Steam or Origin.
It seemed like. Especially PC, like I don't even know do people buy like hardbox PC games?
I don't think so. I mean, a lot of the PC gamers I know don't. Like I said, they got Steam, Origin, they got Good Old Games, GOG.com. That's just an awesome website for like old school games that they remake to put out for Windows, whatever we're on now. So but yeah, like I said, I mean they're picking these games up off of those. So I don't even think they even have physical discs and everything as well.
Yeah, because I mean. We've seen it attempted before, a system-specific, downloadable content only. PlayStation Go.
Well,
PSP Go.
Amongst some other games, I'm sure.
But it was like a downloadable, exclusive, experience, and it,
it's fizzled out very quickly.
And at first, I think they were going to introduce some kind of like UMD backwards thing where you could play your library, but you couldn't even play like UMD disc games on that system.
Oh no! But I mean, they did do that, but it wasn't for here. It was for it was in Japan. They did that for the most part. So, Japan had luck with that. Unfortunately, we don't. So, yeah, that thing just kind of fizzled out and died. I wanted to pick one up just to have it. It was like on sale for like $20 or something. I should have grabbed it.
Oh, PSP Go for $20?
Yeah, well,
really?
they were trying to just get rid of these things, man.
Shit, fuck it. I'll buy one for $20.
Yeah, good luck finding one now.
Shit, I was trying to find just like old dead hardware just to kind of like shit stuff. Like, Engage. Why? Nobody wants to make it.
Get a Gizmodo or whatever.
just to have it, put in the collection. Now you're buying libraries of downloadable games, Xbox Live, PSN, Wii, whatever the fuck that thing is called, their platform. We're seeing it more so. Do you get access? Should we expecting like long term with these? Or are we buying the game? Are we buying the license to play the game?
Should we buy? I mean, you bought it. It's basically yours, quote unquote.
It's locked to this, yeah.
But I mean, in a future, whatever, when Skynet takes over, everything goes down. You're not really gonna have access to your files and shit. So I mean, it's not like you'll be able to.
Well, if that happens, I think there's gonna be more that you have to be worried about than playing your games.
Fuck that! I want my games.
Eating food and.
I'll eat. And
but because the next 720 rumors are, or even like the next PlayStation 4, like these, your catalog of games you can't bring over to your new system.
Yeah, well, the backwards compatibility thing.
Is it? I don't know how I feel about that. It could be, could go both ways, but I mean, it should be locked to the service itself, like Xbox Live, or even like in iTunes. If you bought something in iTunes on your iPhone 1, you still have access to it. You can always download it. You always have it. You can install it on multiple computers. Devices and stuff.
It's still pretty early on right now. We still don't know until PlayStation 4 and the next Xbox gets put out. So we can't really say too much on the subject at the moment, just for that, because I mean, on your PS3, you have a catalog of everything you bought or downloaded, or whatever. So that's linked into your PlayStation name. Mm-hmm. Which is probably linked to Xbox Live account as well. Everything you bought and downloaded. So I mean, they still have records of us buying it and obviously downloading it. So I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to put something on later on. I mean, it might take a little time, but I think we'll be able to go to the back catalog and play through at least the Xbox Live games you bought, or
because I mean,
PSN stuff.
I can understand having backwards compatibility issues with say a hard disk, like you're dealing with cell processor type games. But if you're talking Pac-Man Championship Edition arcade game. Yeah, it should be able to run on whatever fucking system.
I would hope so. Right? Like playing Guacamelee or
these
new ones that just came out. So I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that.
Cautiously optimistic about these, the horizon of gaming. Old fashioned. I kind of like just having a bookshelf full of shit, man. Just stuff to look at, pull out, and reference, and kind of just thumb through. It could be just signs of I don't know.
Times have come.
We're moving to a Mac kind of white wall type world where everybody lives in these clean, dust-free boxes.
Oh man, it's be fucking Portal all over.
Everything on their iPad. So yeah, man. Digital downloadable games.
I'm for it. I mean, it's gonna happen. So there's nothing really we can do.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Is there anything that kind of scares you about digital?
Yes. But most people, like I said, with the 3DS stuff, like Nintendo's store, like I said, they're notorious for not really having sales at all. Yeah. And that, I mean, people are still buying the games, obviously, but I usually just wait until some sort of sale goes on. Like with the PlayStation store, they usually have deals and stuff going. They have weekly deals, and I usually check through those. Yeah. Or even with Steam, they'll have crazy deals.
Steam is fucking
Steam is probably the master of doing sales. I'll do flash sales. One day, one game's 99 cents or whatever. You're I must buy this. So it's all impulse stuff. So people will buy these games crazy for $2-3. You're why not? It's only a couple bucks. I'm gonna buy this up. So
it's almost cruel doing the Steam experience as a Mac user. Because you see all these game sales,
I know.
And it's you can't even install it on your system.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me? I bought some kind of humble bundle pack for Steam games, and I can only install like 2 out of the 5.
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, after you get your $1 billion, you can just make yourself a PC, and then you can just put your Steam on there, and then there you go. You're ready to rock. I mean, as long as you buy it, you still can, transfer it over. So.
Do you do like the PC gaming at all? Like, do you game on your PC?
I used to when I had a PC.
I never really had like a gaming rig. I was always like a few years behind. Then once I finally got into school, I kind of like bought into Mac, and then there was never a game supported. So I kind of missed out on the whole PC, except for like the early days of like Command and Conquer, like those old school.
Oh yeah, we could do a whole fucking show on PC easily. Yeah, but I used to have a PC, that rocket, but it died right when. A little bit after Left 4 Dead came out, and that was years ago. So I was very sad about that. I played a couple games of Left 4 Dead, then it fucking died. So that fucking sucked. Just ended up getting with PS3 and never looking back, really.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Maybe hitting on like Nintendo and the sales thing. Quick aside is something really cool that they kind of do. Club Nintendo. I don't know how many of our listeners actively partake in that, or would admit
Nintendo. What's that, Dean?
Or admit that they would. It's for children, basically. When you buy these Nintendo games, there's this
or people like us, big man babies.
Hey, bro, they got the Mario Peach folder is pretty fucking cool. It's high quality. When you buy like your first party and some third party games, select, you get like these point cards. You go into the service, then you kind of like, it's a rewards program, and then at the end of the year, you get platinum tier rewards. Long story short, a lot of the stuff they offer is just like crap, shoestrings, stickers, like little stuff.
But it is super exclusive. You're not gonna get this.
Yeah. There's some pretty cool stuff, dude. I have my my Club Mario pen case. Pretty hit, bro.
Wow.
It's like high polyester. It's like nice material.
Oh.
But what they started doing like this year is you can actually buy downloadable titles. So for example, they had every month they have 2 for Wii, 2 for 3DS, and you can either get like say for example 3DS. They had like 3DS classics, and then I think this week they have like Excite Bike for 100 points. So you can get that for free, and then on the flip side, on the Wii, they have Super Mario RPG that they just released. You can download that, for free, 200 points. So there are some really cool things on there that you can actually spend money on. Last month they had Mario 64, Super Metroid. So there's some actually like decent games that they are kind of hypothetically giving away for free if you partake in the childish thing that is Club Nintendo.
Come on. Don't worry, I'm part of Club Nintendo, so I'm with you, bro.
I got my platinum reward Mario playing cards. Did you get those? Did you see those?
No.
They're pretty hit, bro.
Are they? Cool.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of I don't know how well I'm hitting this topic. I'll blame my the severe lapse in my brain to these the sickness. But,
well, I guess we can go with a bunch of things really too. I mean, like PlayStation, they got this thing. They got a rewards program, well, kinda, but it's called PlayStation Plus. You can do it for 3 months, or you can do like a year. I always get the year because it's fucking.
That's tricky. Now you pay for the reward up front, right? Like it's like a subscription. Like you pay and they give you rewards.
Well, let me entice you with this because
sell me, sir. Sell me.
I will sell you. This is the greatest, probably the greatest thing I've ever bought. So, okay, so like a year. We'll say it's like the price of a video game, brand new video game, like $59.99. So what you get free games for your Vita, the PlayStation Network, like every month, and you get exclusives. You get when they have deals and stuff going on, you get exclusive like PlayStation Plus prices too. So you already have games on sale, and then the PlayStation Plus subscribers get even more of a sale on that. So you get 30% off for the sale. PlayStation Plus guys get 50% off. They'll do stuff like that. So, and also, like I said, you get free PS3 games and Vita games as well, which is really cool. Like that's the reason I downloaded like Double Dragon Neon. I probably would have never bought it, but I just downloaded it. The whole game was free. Checked it out, and it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I mean,
are these games rollover games? Like they accumulate? Like say if you started from whenever you started, do you have access to these games forever, or is it like?
It depends. Okay, it goes like this. As long as you downloaded the game, like I just downloaded. I downloaded Disgaea 3 for my Vita, and I have it on there. It was free.
Wow, I mean that's like a
exactly. You get
AAA title to certain crowds. JRPG.
You get like full retail games for free, pretty much. Like Spec Ops: The Line. I downloaded that on my PS3 and I'm playing that. I'm playing through that.
Probably not as cool as this guy, but
Well, nonetheless, should I get a photograph? But like I said, I mean, you can download these games and all. If you have a Vita and a PS3, then you're fucking. It transfers over both. So, like I said, one full game. You're paying one full game price for a whole year, and you get games like crazy, and these are free like throughout the year. I mean, things will expire and say you only got this much time left to play this game, but if you still have it on your PS3 like hard drive, it'll still be there until you delete it off.
Now, even if you're not like a subscriber anymore, do you still have access?
No, it'll delete itself. You got to stay subscribed, or else it'll. I mean, it'll eventually delete itself if you don't. So.
Okay.
But I mean, it's
pretty cool, man. Yeah.
No, it's
pretty cool. It's pretty hip.
It's like it's so good.
I mean, and
it's gonna work for it's gonna follow on to the PS4, by the way.
One of the ways that you can look at it is like the huge plus, and kind of like I don't want to argue against Xbox, but like with the Xbox Live, you pay $50, $60 de facto for the year service anyway. PSN, it's free, right? Multiplayer's free, so you pay $60. I pay $60 for my service.
And what do you get?
I get amazing Xbox Live community. I get fully
amazing
cross game support for multiplayer, matchmaking, head support. I don't know. I'm not a big multiplayer guy, to be honest with you. Or I could probably go off on these tangents. But I mean, hey, bro, I'm arguing in your favor here, man. PSN's got shit for the same price.
Yeah, I mean, not to be an
asshole, but
arguably though,
okay. I mean, at the launch, I know that there was a severe gap in the quality of multiplayer experience from Xbox Live to PSN, right? I mean, as far as just like cross-platform gaming, like a lot of the games had like their own multiplayer systems built in. So like, did they get better at that now, or did they kind of like meet like bullet point stuff, or like?
I mean, I guess we're okay. I mean, we still don't have Wii. PlayStation still doesn't have we do the cross chat thing. So
yeah.
But I mean, I don't give a shit. I mean, if you're playing with your friends, you're gonna be talking with them on the same game. I mean, whatever. Who cares? I mean, that doesn't really concern me at all. I mean, it'd be a cool feature to have, but who the fuck cares, really?
Yeah, I mean, free games. It kind of channels back to the old, like, the Sega channel service a little bit. Like,
I've never had Sega channel. I've heard of it.
I've never
seen it or played it.
It was like a mythical thing that I never actually got my hands on.
Oh.
I always wanted, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. I do know some people who had it, so we probably get them on the show and talk about it.
Yeah,
Sega channel.
Cable, get like the access to these games. Interesting. So Steam is a very viable platform. I'm hopefully, I don't know. It's interesting to see how many people migrate over to these new platforms and new systems, because it seems like, with the PS3, Xbox 360, they've niched their way into a multimedia center, and a lot of the people that bought into it are really happy and really.
Well, they have to. I mean, this is, like I said, it's not just games now. So I mean, they gotta they gotta sell the systems. They gotta be able to sell everything on there. Like I said, I'm sure Xbox has like a store you can buy music and movies and all sort of shit too, as does Sony. So
going on the Wii U too, like how they handle their system, kind of jumping all over the place here. But like one of the cool things that they do is like they have like you buy all your games on the Wii original console. They have like an upgrade platform to where you can actually play the games on the Wii U. I think just for free, you transfer them over, you can play them. But now with all the games, they're redoing them on the Wii U with like these new added functionality and like cross-platform and stuff. So you can actually upgrade. So if you bought Super Mario 64, you can like transfer it over, upgrade for 99 cents, and then you get like the Wii U enabled version. So you get like all the extra features if you want it. If you don't want them, you can just have like you can just play like your own game. Interesting. I don't know.
I gotcha.
It's like a built-in swap note. You guys can like send each other notes and shit. Who the fuck cares, bro?
Wait,
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna send you a swap note tonight.
I am get all this like artificial shit out of my games. I just like cleaner, pure game experiences, and hopefully, I think digital can deliver that. Like, I don't think that Far Cry Blood Dragon, might have been as successful as a full-priced game. Not as many people would have played it day one. Interesting, it's an interesting.
Well, I agree with you on that. I mean, now that people have got a taste of Blood Dragon and can see, how awesome this game is, that it probably could come out as there could be a sequel on the way that could be a full retail game.
Yeah,
multiplayer added.
Like I don't know, I kind of like to think that we could like reach an area to where we can almost like parallel like DVDs and like miniseries in some senses. Like not every game necessarily needs to be like a Game of Thrones experience. It could be like a standalone movie. We have our DLC price point, $15.99. you buy it. Or, full price tier games can be thought of as more of like miniseries, and just maybe create like a nice, both are respectable, both are being fully,
No, I mean,
hit and stuff. Because
we'll touch that on again. I mean, that shit is kind of already going on. Like I said, with Walking Dead. So I mean,
Walking Dead, or even like, did you ever play Alan Wake? I think they did like kind of like the same thing with Blood Dragon.
I don't have a 360.
Was that okay? That was exclusive, right?
Yes.
Okay, bro.
It looked interesting, but then I heard some stuff that goes on in the game, like you're running on piano keys and other bunch of weird shit like that, and it kind of turned me off.
Probably, was that on a PlayStation blog? Did you read that?
No. Friends.
I don't know. The game seemed really awesome. It seemed like Max Payne. Same people Remedy, right? Or no? I'm just pulling that out of my ass.
Yeah, I think you're pulling out of your ass.
It was made by somebody. I don't know. It obviously made by someone, but
Somebody Studios. They made Alan Wake.
I want to say it was like the lineage of. Who cares?
That might have been Remedy. I'm not sure.
But
I don't even know.
long story short, they did like a Blood Cry, like a standalone, executable experience. So it has been done before. So hopefully, I want to see more happen. Like more IPs do it, more things.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, I think DLC is the way to do it. I mean, because obviously Blood Dragon was an experiment.
Yeah, very successful.
Very successful experiment. So I mean, I think this is actually going to help out with other developers and other people creating games to just fucking go balls to the wall and just make whatever the fuck you want, because if it's cool enough, people will buy it, and obviously they know how to show off the game, and the advertising was fucking amazing. So
yeah, amazing sound. Like they spent a lot of money of just like graphics, sound, audio, advertising. It was just a very well marketed machine.
Oh yeah.
Stuff, man. Far Cry. Interesting. Do you think? I don't know. Did it need Far Cry in there? It's kind of interesting because it has absolutely nothing to do with Far Cry 3.
No.
It should have been like standalone, just Blood Dragon, Ubisoft. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, like I said, it was an experiment. They needed something to just
anchor it onto.
I mean, Far Cry 3 did get a lot of praise, and it was a great game from last year and a pretty big seller. So, just kind of they got to tail off that success, which is fine because it's the same engine. Well, not fuck it. Like I said, it's their game. They can do what the fuck they want. So I probably would have done the same thing. Plus, it looks cool in the logo.
Yeah.
The 80s chromed out logo. It's awesome.
So, yeah. Digital content. I feel pretty good, It's,
kind of turned around a little.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm still going to always buy marquee titles, hard copies always.
Yeah.
Especially, like, handheld stuff. Like, especially Nintendo. Like, I just love having, like, physical things that you can hold on to, and like I said in other episodes, Nintendo specifically, they just really hold their value and gain value a lot too. Just so it's like collectible standpoint, there's something there to be said.
I mean, I also think with like physical media nowadays, if the games don't sell too well, I mean, you can go to like a local Target or maybe Walmart. I'm not sure. I haven't been there years, but like Target will have like a clearance section, and they'll like sell these games for super cheap. Like, it's really, really, really crazy cheap.
Now here's a kind of an interesting thing. Should there be like a period of like because not every game has like a demo. Like a lot of these digital games don't have demos necessarily built in. You buy up front. Should there be any kind of like half-hour window where you don't like it, you can maybe like get your money back, like a return policy type of thing built in? Because right now there's obviously nothing.
I think there will be. Go back to the PlayStation Store for you nice. PlayStation.
Percy getting commission.
Yes, I'm getting paid.
Enter the
by
code
Sony.
DSTOK, and you'll get Percy will get his commission.
You'll get a nice avatar of my face. Anyway, but for the PlayStation subscribers, PlayStation Plus subscribers, I should say, they have this thing where they can do like a trial, and you'll download the whole game basically, and you'll play for an hour.
Okay,
and then
I like that.
And then it's over. Then you can delete the, you can't play anymore unless you buy the whole game. So I think that's going to be the way everything's going to go. If physical media does die, which it probably will, they're going to have to find a way to do something. Either it be demos, or like I said, making these trials. Play like an hour's worth of a game.
Yeah, because like nothing's really coming to my head right now, but I think like more so like on the iPhone App Store, it's kind of like buy at your own will, caution type stuff. But there's been things where I'm like, fuck, this is just garbage.
Well, if you want to get into that, I mean, like Android, I think you got like 20 minutes or something like that, 20 or 30 minutes.
Oh wow! So
before you can say I don't want this.
Oh shit! Nice.
I believe something like that.
I like it much.
So there has to be some sort of way to kind of just fuck around with it, play with it, either demo.
Not so much on Apple, not so much on Microsoft. It's very closed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Weak.
Well,
I mean, it's not like that. Well, you got some demos on 3DS, but
yeah, 3DS is good. Demos. I've actually. Have you ever reached the allotted times you can open up a demo? It's pretty. Yeah.
No, they give you
very generous.
You get 30. Yeah, you get 30 times to play this game. You're gonna play it twice, if that, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, there's some good. Actually, you know what? Hitting on the demos. Actually, I was on the fence, but I downloaded the Castlevania 3DS demo. Pretty cool. I mean, it seemed like at first there's some like weird like frame rate issues. It's like not as like there's a little bit of lag in the jump. He floats a little bit, but I'm a big Castlevania fan.
Okay. Yeah, I downloaded that too.
It's like Harmony of Dissonance or something. It's like a subset of that, like the 3D.
Yeah. It was interesting. I mean, it was.
It felt cheaper, right? It felt like it wasn't like the A team.
Yeah, it was the B team. It was. It's pretty.
See, my goal with the show is to offend and alienate myself as much possibly from the video game industry. Make sure I don't
it was. I mean, it wasn't as cool as one that came out for PS3 and 360. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, that was awesome. graphics wise, you can't hold a candle to it. But it was kind of weird trying to put like these open world controls into a side scroller.
Yeah, there's like some Fox 3D things where you were necessarily left to right. You can a little bit of space there. Going back to the DS, excellent Castlevania games. If you're into that, they did like 3 of them. It was like Portrait of Ruin, some other ones. I'm kind of sick right now. But yeah, great trilogy of DS. Kind of calling back to the Sympathy of the Night. That was butchered.
PlayStation.
Anyways, so yeah, man.
So I guess pretty much
laissez-faire.
Is that is that pretty ramp up our DLC?
I mean,
wrap it up.
Just digital content in general. I'm generally for it. Just I love arcade games. Like I'm a big I going back to like the retro beat 'em ups. X-Men, Simpsons came out, got that. I just love that there's like there's a viable market for these things now. You actually don't have to buy. You can buy an expensive system and just get a lot of really cool, fun original games. Cheaper. More of the marquee AAA titles. I don't know. I'm a little bit wary still. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely gonna be cool for, like you said, this old school game. So I did buy the Simpsons one, and that game was fun. So fun.
It's actually pretty fun because you can actually go in and you can do like the online multiplayer with other people, and you actually like play with other people. It helps a lot, instead of playing by yourself.
Oh yeah,
on those games. Is there if we're gonna go on record here? Hypothetical, when do you say physical media and systems, specifically home consoles, will be kind of like by the wayside? You talking like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years?
I'll say at the end of the next PS4 and the next Xbox, at the end of that.
So about 10 year-ish.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we hit it a little bit too, like people are still catching up with like the 56K, and there's a lot of stuff like to downloadable this stuff. The infrastructure to download these like 8 gigabyte title games is not quite, when will that get there, That's something to think about too. It could be interesting.
Well, I mean,
it takes a long time to download.
Yeah, it can, but for now, obviously technology. There we go. Jesus, technology is moving at a very, very, very fast rate right now, and we got Google. What's Google got their
like fiber or something?
Yeah, Google Fiber or something like that's going to certain cities, and they're in this crazy fast. It's ridiculous. So once that hits, all of United States and worldwide, I mean, we don't have to worry about anything really.
So yeah, and I'm actually pretty excited too. Hard drives are getting crazy cheap. I don't know, it's wild aside. I saw it today as like a 4 terabyte.
I was going to send that to you.
$150. Was that on the Kotaku or something?
Yeah, I was going to send that to you.
I almost impulse bought that. I was thinking about it. Fuck, I might still. I don't know. That's a crazy good deal, man. 4 dude, shit. I remember buying like a thumbstick when I was in college. Do you remember the little thumbsticks? Like 32 megabytes or something. It was like $40 or something. It was like $60.
I don't think it's more than that, man. If it was 32 gig, it was probably like $100-something for that.
I'm actually excited for the price. So archive all this digital crap.
Okay, so death of media. I say, death of physical media for video games. For the most part, I'm gonna say at the end of the PS4 and / Xbox, whatever they're gonna call it, at the end of this generation, and I think it's gonna be over.
Over?
How about you? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go longer. I'm gonna have to go longer. I don't think the hipsters could let physical media die. I'm a digital hipster or physical media. I don't know, man. Like, there's just something to be said about...
I'm a digital cowboy.
There's something to be said about going to a record shop, going into like a used game shop, and just getting lost, And I don't think that, like, as a society, that maybe just... I don't know, because, I mean, DVDs and music is just so small. It's just so easy to just shoot that out there, and just the data-wise. Okay. Now... that it's like, okay, I can fill up an iPod with like 5,000 songs and it's nothing. I put 5,000 songs on my phone, whatever. But like games are still really big, and it seems like it's more of like a marquee purchase. I don't know. I don't know if we're quite there yet. I don't know. I'm gonna say 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. to find out, tune in the 20-year anniversary of Dark Side of the Kingdom.
Yeah, so you can look back on this.
No, yeah, it's all right. I'll probably forget about it by then. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't see it happening because, like I said, I don't know.
Too many digital hipsters walking around. Gotcha.
So yeah, for the second, pretty good, man. We're like at an hour so far. So.
Perfect. Okay, well that'll wrap up the our discussion on physical media, everything. Please feel free to let us know what you guys think. If you think it's going to last any, how much longer you think it's going to go. If it's pretty much dead now. I mean, just
we're trying to get like the community involved, get more community. Your voice will be heard in the show. Check us out on the Facebook page. Leave your thoughts there. Check us out on the drainage.net. We're there as well. So.
And we are on Twitter.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that because I don't know. I tried logging in. I don't know if the password's the same as the Facebook page.
I'll shoot that to you.
That's kind of like off. Yeah, we can get off mic. But for Dark Side of the Kingdom segment 2, I think we beat that horse dead.
Yes.
And we'll be back with some news.
Thank you. I'll rock it. Welcome back to Dark Side of the Kingdom.
We are back.
And this is Dean with me.
Yes. And this is Percy with me.
Yay. We're here together.
With news.
We're Billy and Jamili. Let's talk about news. Let's talk about some crazy news that was just announced. Yeah. So we now have Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Wow. Now, you know what? This is... At first, I thought we were going to save this one to the megaton for the end of the show, but we're going off. We're going big now.
Fuck that. We're doing that now.
Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Fuck yes. You guys, everybody has it. You have it on your phone, your tablet, your fucking... whatever you have it on there.
Yeah. I will say, guilty pleasure, PopCap games, they have like a certain kind of like brush, to their stuff. Very casual, but just very well put together games. Peggle, Plants for Zombies, Plants for Zombies 2. It's coming out in July. How did you play it? Did you take it on like the traditional game system, or did you do it like on a touch-based platform? Because I played it on the iPad, and I think it actually like any kind of like interface, iPhone, Android.
Usually on the toilet is when I play.
Yeah, shitting and/or in bed. I played in bed.
No, I mostly played it on my tablet, I believe.
Yeah.
So
fun experience.
Great experience. A pretty fun game. All right. Let's get to the real news. Okay. What was just announced is EA bought the rights to make fucking Star Wars games. Okay, that's some big fucking news.
Wow.
Holy shit.
EA.
What are your thoughts on this?
Wow. Evil Empire gets the rights to the Dark Force. You saw that coming.
Yeah, I fucking led you to that one. Sorry.
I am. To be honest, I don't know. I mean, obviously, when we heard LucasArts shut down, everybody, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Sad news. But did we really think that Star Wars games were not going to get made? Obviously not. Seeing EA get exclusive rights, at the moment, I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. To be honest with you, I don't have a strong opinion either way. The whole monopoly thing generally scares me. But there is because I mean we've seen it. We talked about it with like Madden, for example. Usually when like game properties and things get like exclusive licensing, there's not that competition. Thus, they can kind of just shit out crap a lot of the times. But EA, DICE, Visceral Studios,
we got
BioWare.
We got EA has a lot of people that can make some obviously quality ass games. Like you said, you got BioWare, Visceral, with Dead Space, BioWare with obviously Mass Effect, and you got DICE with fucking Battlefield. So I'm excited because DICE, we can probably rock that fucking Battlefront 3 that everyone's been wanting to play. Yeah. It was canned years ago.
You know what's sad is I actually never played any of the Battlefront games.
Really?
They were obviously good.
They were way fun.
Now, PS2, it came out, like the first one on PS2. Mm-hmm. Was that an online-enabled game at all? Or?
I believe so.
It's so long ago.
Yeah, so long ago.
Interesting.
But they did have something that came on the PSP.
Yeah.
Which was fun as well. Like I said, it could bring back a lot of things that dead. Probably what I can't wait for, which I really hope they do now, is 1313. Which did you see the?
Dude, that might have been like the most jaw-dropping thing for me at the last E3.
Yeah.
As far as just like visually what's happening on screen, graphically, Star Wars stuff aside, it just seemed like fucking awesome. Experience. And is that gonna get picked up now? Is that gonna get finished?
I'm gonna say I mean, it's not official,
too
but
cool
it's
not
official.
to.
Come
I mean,
on now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
way
like,
too cool not to.
Yeah, I mean, what you saw at E3, whatever, from last year in the videos, it was pretty much, you know, they had a solid gameplay there that, you know, was fucking like done, pretty much finished, you know. So I mean, who knows how far along it was in production before they, you know, canned it. So I mean, all the stuff is still there. So they just, if EA wants to do it,
Yeah,
which
actually,
they probably will.
Real-time fact-checking I'm reading, it says Disney said that they would license out the property to external developers, which is good news. And actually, you know, Disney is part of EA. It's part of the same loop. So EA will handle the core games, and then Disney will handle all of, like, the downloadable mobile stuff. So the quick money grab stuff, for lack of better word, money grab stuff. You can get your
all good.
Mass Effect Farm Simulator on your iPhone.
Perfect.
Android. But yeah, man. I mean, generally speaking, good news. When do you think we're gonna start seeing some games?
I think obviously, I think it's gonna be sooner than later because, like I said, I mean, these games were just recently canned, like last month.
Yeah.
After LucasArts shut down, so I mean, the games and all the stuff's still there. I mean, if Disney now owns it, you know, they can just pick up where they left off for the most part.
Yeah. No. Do we have a timetable for episode 7? Do you think that's gonna be like the first push of stuff? Is that coming out relatively soon? Or next? Excuse me. Or yeah, episode 7, right?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay. I thought I made an error there. But yeah. The next.
I have no idea when it, honestly, but
okay.
Yeah, I have no idea about episode 7, but
so generally speaking, Star Wars games, are you a fan?
For the most part,
yeah,
usually,
yeah, me too. There's been some cases of some misuse of the license recently. Angry Birds Star Wars, which it really isn't that bad, but it's big picture stuff. It's kind of evil stuff. But Connect Star Wars 2, I heard was just like a bomb, just like just corny
just
stuff.
watching it, like especially like watching the dance.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing Han Solo doing some cool dance moves, I'm not sure if it was.
It's like remixes with whatever. But like like for me, KOTOR always will hold a spot close to my heart next to the Old Republic.
That's probably like the first Xbox 360 game, Xbox game I played, and holy shit, was blown away. So.
Yeah. BioWare, it was like one of their first, mass market breakout titles, for them to kind of hit mainstream a little bit there. Awesome RPG experience.
You think we'll see Knights of the Old Republic 2? I mean 3.
Oh, there you go.
There was a 2, but I mean,
3?
Could BioWare be rocking a 3 now?
I don't know. Because I don't know what's going on. Are they doing like a MMO? Is that out yet? The BioWare Star Wars MMO? Is that?
I mean, there is an MMO out. Yes.
Okay. I wonder if that will conflict at all, or I don't know. I would love to see KOTOR 3. Absolutely, especially with like 720-esque, PS4-esque graphics, storytelling, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Some of the other spin-off titles, like did you ever play Republic Commando?
No, I wanted to. That
Awesome.
looks fucking sick.
Awesome. I played it on the Xbox. I think it was for PS2 as well, but it was like
I don't think so. I think it was all. I think it was just Xbox stuff. Like, wasn't it like your clones are like like hardcore cloned out guys?
Kind of, yeah. It's like a Metroid 3D meets like a Rainbow Six, so it's kind of like a squad-based first-person shooter. You got like a futuristic space HUD. It was just a lot of fun. It was just like a really good experience. It had the Star Wars brush. Pretty fun. So I mean, are you pretty like? What kind of games are you expecting to see? Is there anything
I mean, they could do a lot of different things. I mean, like I said, what I'm looking forward to now is
there's going to be a lot of different things to choose from.
You got a whole universe of shit to do. So, well, like I said, I mean, for the most part, I'm looking towards 1313. I mean, they said a lot of that's probably going to have to deal with like Boba Fett, which is going to be pretty fucking awesome, actually. So, bounty hunting and all that shit, which would be cool. I mean, it's fun taking a look at the Jedis and the Sith and blah blah blah. But come on, we want to see what else is going on out there. We've already seen Jedi games and shit. So
are we gonna get the spin-off stories of Obi-Wan and Yoda and stuff?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Just
Actually, did you? Oh man, talking about like drifting off into the bad Star Wars games. I convinced myself it was good, but did you ever do like the? It was like a third-person action platformer. It was like the Obi-Wan Adventures of Obi-Wan. It was for like Xbox. It was for PS2. Not good. It was not a good experience, but I convinced myself I beat it.
Wait, what series was it based off of? What
series? It was Episode 1 Phantom Menace. It was during that era. But like it was like one of the very first games for Xbox, and it was just like a really bad 3D platform. Very buggy, very glitchy, but there was some decent, third-person Jedi lightsaber action going on.
Ah, nice. I mean, it's not as cool as like what was that with Jedi Master or Jedi Academy? Like some of those games.
Yeah,
are fucking
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I never got to play those, but I saw on the App Store that they actually had, I think, Jedi Academy 1. And KOTOR is actually on the App Store. I downloaded it.
What?
I'm gonna check it out because it is HD graphics. I'm gonna kind of revisit that.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
let me know how that is.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
That's sick.
But yeah, I mean, I'm generally excited. I mean, I'm not like the super Star Wars super fan kind of guy, but I enjoy me a good Star Wars experience. You know, I like to dip into the world, enjoy it. And
Yeah, man,
for what it is.
it's a fun and playful world.
Yeah, you know. I didn't grow up. I was more of an Indiana Jones is like my go-to trilogy, more so. That kind of touches my heart a little bit more. But I absolutely love Star Wars. But you know,
Who doesn't?
just throw that out there.
We all like it. Indiana Jones is badass too, though.
Yeah.
Props to Indiana Jones.
Sad, there's not like a great Indiana Jones game.
You never played the ones on NES? They're amazing.
Are there?
Really shitty.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like
they're fucking terrible.
I remember like Temple of Doom. I was like, that was
Yeah,
the
that
shitty one with like the cards and stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
that's
the
not
cards.
good, dude. I'm like,
You
that's
don't know
not
where to
good.
fucking go. You
Ugh.
get kids and it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, the I actually got it late, but there was a kind of like a standalone Indiana Jones narrative for the Xbox. I think it was something like Emperor or some kind of like, I don't even know, it was like some Chinese spin-off lore game or something.
Okay.
Pretty decent. It was decent. I got into it later, so some of the mechanics weren't quite there. But, you know, kind of competent, kind of a cult base there.
Well, I don't know.
about.
Back to
Yeah.
Star Wars
Yeah,
games
yeah.
now. But did you see that the stuff that did come out last month too, following the LucasArts closing, like the Star Wars the First Assault? It was like an FPS shooter. FPS shooter. It's an FPS game.
No, I don't think so. That's no.
Well, I mean that'll probably be picked up as well. I mean that game they actually had like some video footage of some gameplay and everything. So I mean that probably might get picked up as well. So it looks pretty cool. I could see maybe DICE doing something around with that.
Yeah. I mean, Visceral, Dead Space, just to get like a very atmospheric kind of standalone, just kind of like survival horror-esque, maybe even just like different genres in the Star Wars universe, of just like games. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean they could go everywhere. with it. I mean just think of the DLC.
They could revive pod racing games.
Fuck yeah, we got.
Did you ever do that on the 64?
I did not. No pod racing for me. It looked nice.
It was pretty fun. You could hook up two 64 controllers.
Oh yeah.
And you can like operate like the left and right hand with like, the triggers.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if my age had anything to do with it. Probably more so.
I think so.
Not as good to go back to now. But generally speaking, good news.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I mean, like I said, they got so many places to go, and even with, like I said, DLC and stuff. Since they have that, I mean, you imagine like some EA characters in Star Wars games just to fuck around.
So I mean, this is like from a Disney co-president John Pleasance said, "This agreement demonstrates our commitment to creating quality game experiences that drive the popularity of the Star Wars franchise for years to come."
Yes.
Fans. So
honestly, I'm excited. I'm super stoked about this.
What are they going to say? Of course, they're going to hype up this announcement, but I mean, it's generally good news, right?
It's very good news.
It's very good news.
Like I said, I mean, hopefully they're gonna bring these canceled games to life now. So
Yeah.
it seems to be awesome. I mean, people were kind of weirded out when Disney bought Marvel. And what do we get from that? The Avengers. Holy shit, was that a great ass movie? So I think Disney knows what the fuck they're doing. So
Okay. How about interesting Avengers? Iron Man 3. Did you see that this week? Was that also as awesome?
it was.
This could be.
It was good. It was good.
Interesting. Because I don't know. I hear some. I don't know. I've
Okay,
heard,
it wasn't as actiony as the others, but
yeah.
I liked it because you got to see like Tony Stark, like personal life, and kind of see how he is without the suit on and how he has.
I think just one of the more fascinating things about that whole thing is like I guess they got like a bunch of backing money from China. Did you hear about that? And like majority of the income for the film came from China. So there's actually two different versions of Iron Man 3.
What?
There's a specific version for the Chinese region that includes like different scenes, product placement, and it actually has a very popular Chinese actress has like a scene that's just in that version. It's like a gratuitous scene of her like walking down the hallway. She says like one line. And
Well, I didn't hear
it's
it.
just interesting. It's kind of interesting to see,
Cool.
the gradual takeover of America.
Awesome. This is Dark Side of the Cinema.
Dark side of the
thank
cinema. We drift into other sides of, But hey, man, Disney.
We love
Disney,
movies
EA.
too. Come on.
We're talking about. I think it applies because just EA affected Marvel
Yeah. So.
or Disney. What the
Well,
fuck am I talking about?
I don't know. All right. I ain't even drinking. So I think, like I said, going back, I think Disney knows what the fuck they're doing. So I mean, having EA being able to,
Yes.
have exclusive rights to make Star Wars games and shit like that, I think they made a pretty good choice. Yeah. Even though EA is the worst company ever made, or something.
Or depending, I don't know. We have authorities on it right now.
Yeah, we got
Alta Studios. Alta Studios. No expense spared. We are at the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada, in the ghetto.
You get to hear some gunshots. It's
interactive podcasting. Okay, I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second.
Don't worry. I think EA is going to be okay with everything. I think it's going to be cool.
How about Disney? Is there going to be any kind of like spin-off? You think any kind of like crossover stuff, a la Kingdom Hearts-esque type things?
No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
Because aren't Disney doing like their whole like Skylanders thing where they're trying to do like the plasticky game figure thing? Yeah. I mean, if they spent that much money on Star Wars, I mean, you got to think that might affect that a little bit. Get like these because there's all these like Pirates of the Caribbean. Pixar World and all this other shit.
Yeah, they got
it's
a lot
this
of
weird hodgepodge
universe.
I'm thinking Star Wars might sneak in there a little bit.
You think?
I don't know. I hope not. I don't know, man.
Who knows if it hasn't? It probably will. I mean, come on, they own it.
Just a tip. A little bit in there. No booze this week, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Side of the Kingdom.
All sober.
What else we got, brother? What else we got?
We got a Call of Duty Ghosts. I think they put out a teaser trailer last week.
Yeah.
So another Call of Duty, boys.
I saw it. I saw the bullet point.
And girls.
They said something about exclusivity or something.
Well, it's gonna be shown at the next Xbox reveal, coming up on the May 21st, I believe. So.
Yeah. Maybe some exclusive vest.
Did you get a chance to see the trailer?
No. Yeah. To be fair, I don't know. I'm always like a year or two behind on the Call of Duty games.
We're not really a Call of Duty player, though, right?
I'm not. I'll just I'll wait a year or so, then I'll just jump in. I'll beat the single player campaign. And, I don't know. I'm not a big multiplayer shooter guy.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm a fan. I won't lie. I mean, I'm not like hardcore broed out Call of Duty fan, but.
Day one, get your RC package, $150.
I mean, I was playing Call of Duty. I was hipster here. I was playing Call of Duty back in the day before. But I mean, I was playing Call of Duty since the beginning.
The Big Red One on Xbox. You remember Call of Duty, the Big Red One?
Oh no, I was playing on PC, baby.
Okay. All right, bro. Medal of Honor, bro, the original.
Oh yeah, I played that too.
Storm the Beaches. Normandy, motherfucker. No.
Anyway, but yeah, so Call of Duty Ghosts. The trailer's pretty interesting. It shows like all these warriors throughout time with their different armor and masks, and it just flips through a different like samurais, and you'll see like gladiator guys, and it'll flip through all these different people, different warriors, and at the end it goes to like a bunch of different soldiers, and one of the guys puts on the mask of pretty much Ghost from Modern Warfare 2, I believe.
Okay.
And I guess, but there's a bunch of them, so it looks like, and one's holding a dog, so it looks like this could be like team based, or there might be going to different places with this.
Yeah. Now, isn't it like with the way that Call of Duty usually works? Isn't there like the A team and the B team? It was like Modern Warfare 1 came out. What was the studio that made that one?
That's Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward, and then it goes to like flops back and forth.
Infinity Ward and why the fuck can I? Treyarch.
Treyarch. There we go. So Treyarch has kind of been, for lesser extents, not so much so, but it's kind of deemed as like the B game, like right?
I don't know because they're coming up. So I mean, they made Black Ops 2.
Okay.
But
now who's making this one?
I think it's Infinity Ward. Just straight up Infinity Ward.
Okay. Cool.
But Black Ops 2 did have help, I think, from Modern Warfare 3 had help from Sledgehammer, and someone else I don't remember exactly. But so I mean, Call of Duty is not just one main people. They're not just a main company doing it now. So it's just it like kind of jumps around all over the place. But it seems like Call of Duty Ghosts. All I've seen from the trailer looks like it's just straight up Infinity Ward.
Yeah, and it is. It's going to be this generation as well as bridging into the next. So it's going to be available.
I'm not sure if they said PS3 and Xbox 360, but I don't see why they wouldn't.
Okay.
But yeah, it is going to be on the next generation of games, a la PS4 and the next Xbox. So I don't know. We just gotta look forward to May 21st to see.
Yeah, May 21st, Xbox next.
When the hell they're gonna do it? So, and also on the same day, I mean, the rumors are swirling around that the next game from the only game from Respawn Entertainment, which is the main two guys from Infinity Ward that left, is they're gonna be showing off their new game. Like these are two guys that pretty much made Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna be showing off their new game, and I think they're supposed to be showing it off at the Xbox, reveal. So this could be pretty interesting to show. I guess these guys are gonna be like, all right, you fuckers, we'll show you how to make a game. So.
I mean, we've seen absolutely nothing at the next Xbox. I mean, to be fair, like PS4, they really didn't show much. They just showed like game footage. They didn't show any kind of specs, hardware, or anything. Or...
Well, no, they showed specs and stuff for the most part. I mean, it didn't show too many games. So I mean, they showed off kill zones, and it looked like it's a lot of like not in-game footage, but more like just videos of what the game's gonna be about or whatever. So it's nothing too crazy. But a lot of people are saying that, they're kind of saying, yeah, these are running from in-game, graphics or whatever. So
yeah, some holiday season this year should be exciting because I mean we're at least gonna get the PS4, right?
Oh yeah.
So
well, I don't know. Hopefully. we can only hope.
They do not lie is one thing we know about Sony. I think the PS. I'm sorry. I think for the PS3 got like pushed back a year or so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
see what happens.
But
should be good. But then a lot of that was kind of like manufacturing. I think they kind of like definitely got their shit together as far as I think just the issues of producing the cell processor and the Blu-ray stuff kind of ran into some complications.
Oh yeah.
So they're looking good this time. I think they should get
way better.
Together.
So
hopefully they get their I don't know, price points to get a little bit, down a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see what Xbox is gonna show off and everything as well too. So should be pretty awesome. Got a couple weeks until we can hear from Xbox.
Yeah, exciting time to start a podcast. New generation of consoles on the horizon. New gaming, new IP. Hopefully, one of the good things about a new generation too is just new IP, new fresh stuff that we can kind of look into.
Hopefully new IPs. I mean, so far we got Assassin's Creed and we have Call of Duty. Yeah. And I mean,
Pikmin 3 for the week. Fuck, man.
We got. That's still so far it seems like sequel city. So I mean, there are maybe a few.
Going back to Call of Duty. Do they make too many of those fucking games or what? Is it just me? Does that need to be a yearly franchise?
Well, I think it already is. So
it doesn't need to be. Yeah, I guess.
It would be nice if they held off for a bit, but whatever. What the fucking deal? I mean, this is their fucking this is their golden goose. I mean, what are you gonna do? Is
Battlefield any good? Is that comparable? Because I know that people draw lines in the sand, either Call of Duty or Battlefield.
I like them both, but I mean, I think it's the same with Call of Duty. Is like they don't play for the story really.
Yeah.
It's all multiplayer, and that's where things can get. That's where people start drawing the lines because. When it comes to Battlefield, that seems more as it's more realistic than Call of Duty. Call of Duty is super arcadey, fast.
It's like superhuman. You are Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, exactly.
You are Rambo.
And say you're sniping in Call of Duty or something. Yeah. You can be like 3 miles away from someone and shoot just straight, and it'll go straight line. Like straight shot to the head, boom, done. Yeah. But for Battlefield, you actually kind of arc your aim. You got to make sure the bullet's gonna, you gotta arc the barrel, so you can arc the bullet, arc to get a shot.
Timing, like individual timing.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're both fun. Don't get me wrong. I love playing both. So I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. With Halo and stuff, like I'll just get the game will come out. I'll play the multiplayer for like 1 or 2 days. I'll do like really, really good. I'll just have a lot of fun, and then it's just like I'm done. Like I don't know. Like I don't really.
You're like,
I don't know. I guess I need a little narrative in my life to kind of push me through.
I gotcha. Well, I mean,
isolated gamer.
If you want to play a fun game like a Battlefield series, I advise playing Bad Company or Bad Company 2.
Okay.
The story the multiplayer was awesome because it's Battlefield, but the actual story is actually really fun. It's funny and it's not super serious, and it's really fun, actually. So I'd advise checking that out.
Okay.
If you want to get into the Battlefield series.
Yeah. Eventually, like trickle in there because I saw I think it was like the next gen Battlefield engine demonstration or something. I think it was like tanks going through like the desert landscape. Fucking awesome. It looks just like insane. So
yeah, I mean all these new games coming out are gonna look ridiculous. I think it's gonna be awesome. I think at first it's not gonna look the greatest. I mean they'll look like PS3 and Xbox 360 graphics, just slightly enhanced, but
hopefully like frame issues, like the frame rates will be just like you don't even think about it, like it just looks beautiful. Because there's some stuff like BioShock Infinite fucking looks beautiful, but there was a couple instances where it chugged a little bit. Hopefully that might get addressed. And, I think more and more so with these consoles, it's gonna be like less noticeable stuff, more subconscious things, but.
Time for the fucking nitpickers to come out and just. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but I don't know. News kind of slow week for news.
Yeah, kind of. Except for today.
Except for today, yeah. We waited till Monday. I think we waited till Monday to record the show.
Perfect.
Might not be a bad idea.
Well, okay. I think we're good for now. So,
yeah, about an hour and 20 minutes in. Organically end this beast. Our longest show. This is our longest
show. Great show today. People, please let us know what you think about the EA taking over. You know, getting the rights to make Star Wars games. Do you think it's gonna be awesome? Do you think it'll make some badass games, or you think it's gonna fail?
Yeah, we put up a question on our Facebook page earlier today. Very decisive. One person chimed in.
Perfect.
People like the Facebook page. That's a great way to reach us. Facebook, Dark Side of the Kingdom. Search us on Facebook. Twitter, at Dark Side Kingdom.
There we go. At Dark Side Kingdom. We're still getting the bugs worked out.
We're the whole network of advertising and marketing strategy under hoops. TheDrainage.net, our home base.
Yes,
check it out. Awesome site, pop culture site. Thank you guys, everybody that checked it out. We actually blew out the traffic last week. People stopped by the website. Great response. The Drainage is happy. We have a nice little marriage going on there, so let's keep this bad boy going.
And again, you can find us on iTunes as well, so make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, so I think...
and rate us, please.
Yes, rate us. Subscriptions are big. Getting us some recognition would be big in iTunes. Just, rating and stuff like that. Let us know what we're doing. And in the meantime, we'll catch you guys next week for Dark Side of the Kingdom. This is Dean.
This is Billy Lee.
Billy Lee, thank you for...
Okay, it's Percy.
I'm not too sharp this week.
And again, you can find me on Twitter, The One Pariah. Dean, where can I find you?
Twitter, at Dean Pizzo.
Perfect.
And we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Later. Three, 2, 1, and we are back. Thank you guys for sticking with. Hold on. I think we might have to start over on that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Holy shit! All right, cool. 3, 2, 1, and we are back. Thank you guys for sticking with us. It's gonna be a good show. No, hold on. Sorry.
God damn. And welcome back, Dark Side of the Kingdom. We are
yes.
Back to second segment. We were talking about blah 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 blah. Why don't you say it? Are you good?
I'm good. My voice keeps cracking.
Perfect.
The phlegm is bubbling in my throat. All right.
I like the cracking voice. That's perfect.
I left it in for you the last time.
I know. I loved it. That was hilarious.
All right, cool. Ready? Let's try. 3,
Dean Brady.
2, 1.